Hello, I'm Hadassah Delabo, Public Relations Officer at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, also known as BTVI. We are coming to you live from the Grand Lucayan Convention Center here in Grand Bahama. It's commencement day for us, and we are so excited. It brings to a close the 2023-2024 academic year. Our theme is Mastering Skills, Crafting Excellence. And here with me is Assistant Manager of our Grand Bahama branch, Gayla Wallace. Gayla, thank you so much for taking time to join me. She's also chair of the committee here in Grand Bahama. We're so excited. I remember the days when there were like about 40 members of the class. Now we're over 100, 135. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. And what I think is just so special is the fact that quite a number, several of them are from the Family Islands.
That is correct. We do have quite a number from the Family Islands, approximately 25 to be exact. And so we are excited because this is actually the largest group of Family Islands that we have graduating this year. And so we couldn't be more ecstatic because, you know, it does definitely show BTVI's reach.
Right. And so what are those Family Islands?
Well, we have 9 Family Islands. And so we have Abaco, Andros, Cat Island, Crooked Island, Long Island, Mayaguana, Moores Island, Bimini, and the Berry Islands.
Right, that is absolutely wonderful. But what does this actually say for BTVI's reach? Because, you know, we have a national thrust to reach the family of islands. Of course, for so long, when people think about BTVI, they think about New Providence and Grand Bahama. We also now have an extension in Eleuthera. What does that say about us?
What it says is that BTVI cares. We want to make sure that every student, no matter which island that they are on, Bahamian, even if they're non-Bahamians, we want to ensure that everybody has an equal opportunity for education. And the Grand Bahama campus in particular is responsible for all of the Family Islands. And so we take great pride in servicing all of those Family Islands. And, you know, it's just exciting, like you said, to be here today, to have 9 Family Islands included in our graduation. We couldn't be more ecstatic.
Yes, and what did it take for us to get to this point? You know, people see the glory, but they don't understand the story. And of course, there's just so much behind what will be happening on this stage today.
Well, you know, like you said, it takes a lot of work. And prior to coming here, when we speak about the academic side of it, it took a lot of technology. And technology is something that is big with BTVI. You know, we had to change up all of our devices, everything, the way that we do classes, especially, you know, during COVID. And that would have been our pivotal moment when we were able to get all of these devices. And we have a lot of high-tech devices and a lot of high-tech instructors and adjunct instructors. I wanted to put a plug there.
Of course, certified instructors. Now, of course, we would have had our commencement ceremony just 2 days ago in New Providence, and we would have had the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Keishan Bastian, who brought the fire in New Providence. But today, we have His Excellency, the Bahamas Ambassador to Central America, Sebastian Bastian. And of course, BTVI is very strategic in terms of who we choose to be our commencement speaker. I think people are really excited about His Excellency presenting today.
I think so. And we are definitely excited because, you know, as you know, he is a entrepreneur that has businesses on several of the islands. And so it's only fitting to have someone that could speak to all of those Family Islands and putting businesses there and, you know, about working for yourself and also what you can do. You know, small opportunities, big chances out there. And so BTVI takes pride in that. You know, we want to make sure that every little small opportunity that you have, you could turn it into something big.
Yes. And of course, he according to his bio, he considers himself to be a serial entrepreneur, and truly he is, because he has such a wide network of businesses, just this kaleidoscope of businesses. In fact, I was listening to a program last evening where he was the guest, and he said over 20,000 employees. And so I think he has a lot to inject into the class of 2024 when you think about the fact that we're not just about our graduates going out there and being employees, but we're big on them becoming employers. How important is entrepreneurship in all of this?
Well, it's very important because entrepreneurship is one of our budding programs at this time. We have a few graduates from there. I think we would have had one in New Providence, and we have several students here in Grand Bahama as a part of that program. And so while we also offer the skills and, the hands-on practice, we want to ensure that you're able to run your own business. And so that is why we saw it fitting to offer that course. And so feel free, if you have a business, to come to BTVI and also take that entrepreneurship program.
Our website, is btvi.edu.bs, so check us out. Any final words to the class of 2024? I know you have to go, you have a big role to play today, but if you could tell them something, what would you say?
Well, I just want to say congratulations. It definitely has not been easy. We understand, we have challenges. We have power outages when we talk about Moores Island, when we talk about Mayagwana, even here in Grand Bahama. We just want to say congratulations. It is a big milestone, and without the hard work and perseverance, you wouldn't be here today. And we just want to encourage them to, take all the work and effort that they've put into their classes and put it into their workforce.
Yes. Thank you so much to Gayla Wallace, our assistant manager here at the Grand Bahama branch. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being here with us. So we are here at, Thank you so much. And so we are here at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center for our commencement ceremony for Grand Bahama, and we are just so excited. Our theme for this commencement exercise is Mastering Skills and Crafting Excellence. We are so excited that we have 135 members of the class of 2024 for Grand Bahama and the Family Islands. 9 family islands are represented here today, and we are so excited because BTVI is national. We are national. So here with me now is Tizelle Smith-Bevans, who is the president of the Students Government Association, but you're also graduating. I see this gold cord. She is graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Human Resource Management. And we do need, because guess what? No matter what the business is, no matter what the organization is, you need to check for your human resources, right?
Yes,
because we are the ones who run the company, who run the organization. How are you feeling today? Congratulations.
I'll be honest, I'm really excited. It was a long journey to get here, but I am definitely excited to be graduating today. And I'm just excited for also my classmates as well. This is definitely a long journey, and we have endured together. We are BTVI strong.
BTVI strong. We are BTVI strong. We're also BTVI proud.
Yes.
Tell us, what has your journey been like to get to this point?
Well, to be honest, I will tell you, I entered BTVI over 20 years ago, actually.
Really?
Yes, and unfortunately, I was not able to finish. So I kept coming back because, you have work commitments, family commitments.
Yes.
So it was a difficult road. And during the 2019 hurricane, that was a changing point in my life. So I got the opportunity to apply to BTVI once again, and this time it's stuck. And I am so excited to come to this full circle moment.
From 20 years ago, girl, give me high
20
five.
years.
High five, you did it.
Yes.
That is absolutely wonderful. Tell me, what has your experience been like in the classroom, though? Because the one thing over the years that has just resonated with me, and I keep hearing it no matter who I interview in terms of students, in terms of graduates, our instructors care. You're not just a number.
No, you're not a number. You definitely are a person to our instructors. And it's important because it's not just the academic pursuits. It's also developing you as an entire person.
The whole person.
The whole person. And, my experience, especially entering BTVI, it wasn't just, you're going to learn HRM 1 or you're going to learn math. It's about developing you. And we took so many personal assessment tests to, discover our learning styles.
Yes.
And discovered who we are. And it's important.
Because not everyone learns the same way.
Not everyone learns the same way.
Exactly.
And then I can discover that I learned several different ways.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it was important that I had those skills and I learned those skills. So like I said, BTVI is just not about academics, but about development.
Yes, and it's so important. The thing about it is once you have a skill, you have that skill for life.
For life.
You have that skill for life. You're also president of the Student Government Association.
Yes.
And so what has that been like for you? How do you balance it all?
Work, school, students. I'll be honest with you, BTVI has the best students ever. You know, we have done so many positive things in the student government, and we just wanted to continue to flourish. We had staff, we had faculty, we had students out rushing in Junkanoo.
Yes, I saw the photos.
Yes, and then we also had a basketball championship game that we incorporated, you know, different institutions on the island,
Yes.
which we came second, but, you know, next year.
And I think that's important to actually have good relations with other
Yes.
post-secondary institutions here on the island. So when you are crossing that stage and you go to shake the hand of the president, Dr. Linda A. Davis, right? And you collect your diploma cover. Who are you expecting to be in that audience cheering you on?
Oh, my kids, my husband, family members, fellow students, this and the faculty from BTVI. This has been an amazing experience, and I am so proud. I just hope I don't burst out and cry because it has been an amazing, amazing experience. And this is truly a family. BTVI is just not a school, but it's a family.
Mm-hmm. And of course, there's just something very special about our staff and faculty at the Grand Bahama branch. They really are a family.
Yes.
And so this cord, you're obviously, you know, you're not just passing.
No.
You did exceptionally well.
Yes.
Yeah, what does that mean for you?
Oh, the hours of studying, dedication, and the late nights, you know, it means truly, what they say, come to Jesus moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself to have come to this point, and that is something that I will take with me forever, definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Tizelle Smith Bevins.
Yes.
She is president of the Student Government Association, and she is graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Human Resource Management.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and so we are here once again. We're here at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center. It's BTVI's commencement exercise for Grand Bahama. We have 135 students. BTVI is led by President Dr. Linda A. Davis, and our chairman is Mr. Elvin Taylor. He and his board, they're just doing tremendous things. And we're just blossoming and going throughout the family islands. Next up is Mr. Sherlock Prince, my colleague, recruitment officer, but also an instructor. Listen, you have a very unique position because you are in the classroom as an instructor, but you also go out and you recruit for BTVI. How do you mesh it all?
Well, actually, I think it's advantageous because it's like from the cradle to the grave. You're seeing them at the very inception, and you can better answer some of the questions that they would ask as it relates to the structure of the program, as it relates to the classroom. I've been a faculty here for quite a while, so it's always better. As a matter of fact, when I go out, I also try to take one of the technical people.
Very good.
Because they have questions that I may not necessarily be able to answer. If it's about the auto program, it's better to take the auto instructor.
Yes.
So having that twofold knowledge as it relates to the operation of BTVI is very advantageous, yes.
Yes, and Mr. Prince, BTVI is intrinsically linked to Grand Bahama, to its economy, and what this second city is all about. Tell us about that.
Well, being the industrial capital, we see BTVI as really wired, as connected in a web. It's kind of like a feeder system, where what we're trying to do is that we try to go out from into industry, and we try to do a needs assessment. We try to find out what is it they want. We try to communicate with them, and then we try to produce that what they want. So we feed them, and then they also come to us and say, hey, this is what we need. We need X, Y, Z. Can you guys do that? And then, our board of directors, and they would come together and put something in place. And, yeah, so it's needed. And as you know, man, when after the hurricanes, the only people that were working in Grand Bahama were the technical people.
Okay.
So,
the plumbers, the electricians, those were the people who still had their jobs. Once you have a skill, you have it for life. When other people, with the white collar jobs may have been at home, those people here who we teach, they were out there.
Yes, and it helps to, anytime an island is going to grow, a country is going to grow, the most important thing are the technical people.
Yeah, it's fundamental to any economy.
And so I think this is the right time. I think this is a Kairos moment in the Bahamian economy to be able to produce technical people that can kind of catapult us to the next level, because that is the direction that the world is going.
And a very important thrust of BTVI, and of course, like I would have mentioned, we have our chairman, Mr. Elvin Taylor, and of course our president, Dr. Linda A. Davis. A very important thrust for the government itself is for us to branch out. And so we see that BTVI is going beyond Grand Bahama, going beyond New Providence. Of course, we're in Andros, but this year, we opened an extension in Eleuthera, and we are going elsewhere. Exuma is coming up, Abaco is coming up. How important is this to the nation?
This is the thing. If you're a Bahamian, regardless of where you reside, we want to ensure that you can have that same access. So there are some programs that are online, so if we don't have a physical presence there, once there is internet, and we know there's internet basically everywhere, people can take advantage of it, and then when it's something that actually need the hand-to-hand, then they can come to one of the physical campuses. But it's very important that we give everyone an opportunity to be able to learn a trade.
Yes. Mr. Prince, I know that you have students who are part of the class of 2024, and then there are some members. Oh, and you're also an advisor to the Student Government Association. So guess what? You're an instructor, you're the recruitment officer, you're an advisor to the Student Government Association. What do you not do here at BTVI? You're just an all-around person. And if I remember correctly, it was last year that you were actually Faculty Member of the Year. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Look here. This is the man, okay? What would you say to the class of 2024?
First and foremost, congratulations. That's the most important thing. But I just want them to know that as faculty, we see them.
Yes.
We see them. We see when they come into the class. We know when they're hurt. We see them. When they go through their ups and downs, we see them. When they want to quit, but we have to encourage them to remain in the program, we see them. And so even as they walk down the aisle, even as they come to collect their diplomas, their degrees this morning, the most important thing we can say to them is congratulations, and we see you.
Yes, we see you. That's the message to the class of 2024. Thank you so much, Mr. Sherlock Prince, who is the recruitment officer here at BTVI in Grand Bahama, who's also an instructor. He is also an advisor to the Student Government Association. And last year, he was the Faculty Member of the Year. So you see that he is a man of substance, and we do appreciate him here at BTVI. I'm Hadassah Delaveau, Public Relations Officer, and we are coming to you live from the Grand Lucayan Convention Center for BTVI's 2024 commencement exercise. We would have just had our exercise in New Providence just 2 days ago, and it's the season, the theme for the season is mastering skills and crafting excellence. And here at BTVI, we are all about excellence. And sitting next to me right now is a woman of excellence, Titania Miller.
Excellent.
Excellence.
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 All
right.
All right.
Titania Miller, I just love her spirit. She is the president of the Grand Bahama Alumni Association. And I'm just so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. Listen, today is the day.
Today is the day.
And you heard what Tizelle said. She said it took 20 years, just back and forth, coming and then not coming, reapplying, etc. It took her 20 years to get to this point. And guess what? I believe that there are some other stories. There are unique, 135 unique and amazing stories in the class of 2024 for Grand Bahama and the Family Islands. You know how they're feeling right now. You've been here. Tell me, what is this moment like?
Twice. 2 times. In 2007, I came up with a 4.0, inducted into the Honor Society, and I went back and I completed office administration, and I came out with honors degree, and I got the Assistant Manager's Award, which is Miss Collier's Award. And I could tell you that feeling, I could understand it, Tizelle. It's determination. It's something when you walk through the door of BTVI, they imprint on you. They leave a mark on you. So even if you want to give up, you can't give up. BTVI equals determination.
Wow.
You want to complete. You want to get that tassel turnover. Once they turn that tassel over, they're mine.
Wow.
And everybody else in the future, they will be a part of the alumni. So that's 135 bright minds I'm waiting on to collaborate with.
Right. And how important is it, because we poured so much into these students, how important is it for them to give back through like the Alumni Association?
It's very important. It's not what your country could do for you, but what could you do for your country?
All right, quoting the U.S. president.
It's about time we give back. We have to learn to give of ourselves and not wanting anything in return.
Yes.
This is the time and the season for young, bright minds to come on board, to collaborate with senior folks. I don't want to call them senior, but older folks would have, what the Bible say, they have wisdom, but we have youth, we have strength. So it's time for us to move together and collaborate to push the country forward. There's so much at BTVI, there's so much in each student. All we do have to do is sit at the table and listen to exactly what we need, and we could pull from everyone.
Collaboration is so important. Tell us, what has a BTVI education done for you? You are a 2-time graduate of this institution.
Because of this institution, I had to get more. I went on to get my bachelor's degree with 5 concentration, and if that wasn't enough, I went on to do my master's degree, specialized in human resource, so I know what the mind is, and I know how to take care of the body. Yes. So I'm a human resource officer.
Wow, and it started right here at BTVI.
Started right at BTVI. It honed it. I know I always wanted to give of myself. I always love customer service. I always love helping. So I said, okay, I did the office system program. That wasn't enough. I learned with the ergonomics, how to sit, the posture, the computer and everything. So I did the administration. I did that for about 10 years. I said that wasn't enough. So I wanted to tailor my education. And I did the business administration. Then I went into the human resource. I said, this is my niche. Because of BTVI Foundation. Because of the blue in my vein.
Blue.
Because I bleed blue.
Bleed blue.
I bleed blue.
All right.
BTVI is in me, and I sell this brand.
Yeah.
I believe in this brand. And I would encourage every and anyone who haven't even finished high school, come and get a trade.
And the thing about it is age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter.
Age does not matter.
No
You know,
limit.
we have someone in the fashion design program, I think, who is in her 70s. Back in New Providence.
Awesome. That's
okay,
beautiful.
and so we've also had a husband and a wife who have graduated together from BTVI. We last year in New Providence, we had a mother, her son, and her daughter all graduate the same time with the same program. Look, it's a family affair.
It's a family affair. So now we touching family. Let me tell you about my family. My mother graduated from BTVI at the age of 56. My daughter graduated from BTVI. My dad started the National Youth Guard program, and that was incorporated
connected to
with
BTVI. Yes.
My sister graduated from BTVI. My 3 cousins graduated from BTVI. Anybody is connected to me have to go to BTVI.
This family is a BTVI family.
It's a blue family.
It's a blue family.
It's a blue family.
Absolutely wonderful. And so if you had an opportunity to just encourage the class of 2024 today, what would you say?
Don't stop.
Yes.
Keep going. Give back. Share your knowledge. And be a part of the alumni. Give back to the school what give to you. Go on and come back to BTVI and give back.
Yes. Thank you so much. We've been speaking to the president. We've been speaking to the president of the Grand Bahama Alumni Association, Titania Miller. Titania, we are about to start our commencement exercise.
Showtime.
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 It's their time.
It is their time. I'm telling you.
To officially say, they bleed blue.
Listen, it's been such a pleasure speaking with you.
It's always.
You're always on fire. You have such an you're good for HR. You are good for HR. This is the type of person we need in HR. Someone with lots of excitement.
What people don't understand too is HR is human. So if you don't have that human portion, you don't need to be in HR. It's all about humanistic and being about the human to take care of the human. And if you're about human, that's BTVI. Come on board.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You are so welcome. And the thing about it is, pomp and circumstance is what we will hear in a short time. We still have a few minutes. We have about 4 minutes before we hear that. So let's chat some more. Let's chat some more. And the thing about it is, what I love about this institution is that we are preparing our graduates for a lifetime. It's for a lifetime. I have a brother who is a plumber, and I can tell you that he's been doing this for over 40-something years, and he came to BTVI when it wasn't even called the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. You know, we've had several name changes over the years, but guess what? He has that skill. Of course, he's upskilled and he is retooled and upskilled, but the point is he has a skill and he's now in his 60s for a lifetime, but he came to that campus there in New Providence.
It's something about the name Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. Even the former names, it's the imprint that they leave on you, that you have no other choice but to perform, come out with excellent. It changed your mindset, it changed your posture, and it also changed your outlook on life.
Yes. And tell us, any plans in terms of the association? I know that, we have a few more, weeks before the new academic year begins, and it's right here on our heels.
Our plan is we have a few fundraisers on the table. What we're going to do, we're going to hold off on that until we would have collaborated with this new cohort to bring them on. And then this supposed to be unofficially my last year as the president of the BTVI alumni. I would have been there for 3 years. I was here from the inception. So I believe in succession planning.
Yes.
I believe in passing the baton on.
Exactly.
I believe that no one man is an island. And the more bright minds we have, we could move on. And I would be in the background assisting whomever is chosen.
And you know what? You're the type of person you don't need a title.
I don't.
I realize that about
Service.
you.
It's just about service.
It's about service, and it's about excellence, and it's about helping, and it's about pouring into an institution that has poured into you. And so we're just so grateful for all that you do for BTVI. And we need our class of 2024, like Dr. Davis would have said in New Providence, you are our chief marketers.
Yes.
So we need you to go out there and help us market BTVI. You know,
have to be
we could pay someone to do that, but there's nothing like those who actually have sat at the feet of our certified excellent instructors.
And that is so true. You are your own brand. I am the brand of BTVI. I will always be the brand of BTVI.
Yes.
BTVI is strong. I bleed blue.
Yes. All right, and so we're going to end our pre-show. Once again, I've been speaking to Titania Miller, who is the president of the Grand Bahama Alumni Association. She is a 2-time graduate of our institution. I'm Hadassah Delaveau, Public Relations Officer, and we are here at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center, mastering skills, crafting excellence. 135 members of the class of 2024, Grand Bahama and the Family Islands, 9 Family Islands. We're just so excited about that. We just keep saying it. Okay, so we invite you to continue to stay tuned, because we are about to have the class of 2024 walk in. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the other side of the service.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Hi. So
morning, everyone. Y'all excited? All right. We are excited to have you here with us today. I'm Mrs. Wallace, the Assistant Manager, Grand Bahama and the Family Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated for the academic procession of the 2024 commencement exercise of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, Grand Bahama. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join in the singing of the national anthem. After the singing of the national anthem, please remain standing for the invocation led by Pastor Judy Bethel of Church of God Temple.
Psalm 118 and verse 24 says, "This is the day which the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it." Let's pray. God, our Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, we are grateful for this privilege to come before your presence, to recognize and honor you as our God, and to give you thanks for your blessings bestowed upon our lives each day. Because of your goodness and your grace and your mercy, we have peace with you. Today, we assemble along with this graduating class who have studied hard and long to qualify themselves in preparation to receive their desired aspirations as citizens of this country. Because of their determination and labor, they have earned their just reward. We pray your blessing upon the graduating class who will receive their diploma and leave this learning institution to become a part of a working community. May they likewise be a blessing to others. Heavenly Father, we ask that you grant your continued favor and guidance upon BTVI, especially the president, vice president, instructors, board of directors, and all who have been responsible for these graduates. Father, direct our thoughts and deliberations throughout this ceremony, and may your blessings be with us always. Amen.
The Honorable Ginger Moxie, Minister for Grand Bahama. All in very important and distinguished government officials, ministers, Senator, Chairman of the BTVI board, Mr. Elvin Taylor, who is joining us via live stream, his designate to empower me to confer, Director Dawn Forbes, who never lets us forget Grand Bahama is the first city. Other members of the board, Deputy Director Farrington Berry, welcome. Executive and senior managers of BTVI, including Associate Vice President of Grand Bahama and Family Islands, Mrs. Veronica Colley. Our commencement speaker, His Excellency, Sebastian Bastian. Other distinguished guests, including, as I indicated, senior government officials, our industry partners and donors, distinguished members of the platform, parents, family, friends, and supporters, faculty, staff, and of course, the BTVI class of 2024. Good morning. Before I begin my brief remarks, I wish for us to take a moment of silence in memory of our dearly departed member of the BTVI board, Director Ann Roll, who recently passed away. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2024, it is a pleasure and honor to address you on such a significant occasion in your lives. In fact, today is just beginning as Grand Bahama and our country at large await the execution of the skills that you have acquired. In fact, in this class of some 120 odd, we have a number of Family Island students representing Abaco, Andros, Bimini, the Berry Islands, Cat Island, Crooked Island, Long Island, and Moores Island. While some participated in our New Providence ceremony on Tuesday, where we had almost 500, the point is that representation matters, and Family Island representation speaks to BTVI's national thrust towards skills training. Ladies and gentlemen, if never before, thanks to Elkin 360, we know that Nassau is the capital and Bimini is the gateway. But another fact is that BTVI is also an important gateway, the gateway towards providing skilled labor to match the market demand throughout the country. Truly, we are charting the course for success. Truly, we have a massive responsibility. Class of 2024, as we celebrate excellence today, excellence should remain a part of your very core. Wherever your journey takes you, as you prepare to leave our halls as newly minted BTVI graduates, I implore you to give life your best. Wherever you go, whatever you do, be personable, yet professional. Let it not be said that your customer service skills are wanting. Let it not be said that you do inferior work. Let it not be said that your attitude leaves much to be desired. At BTVI, our capable instructors have helped you towards mastering skills and crafting excellence. We have taught you hard skills, but we emphasize soft skills too. No matter how much you know and how skilled you are, your attitude must match. treat the customer through the alley the same way you treat the customer in a gated community. Class of 2024, no matter where your journey started, you have all made it here today through the same combination of unyielding grit, sacrifice, and a whole lot of hard work. In fact, for some of you, you had to muster extra courage to be in this space today. I think of a name many of you might be familiar with, Baronet Thomas. She, like many of you, survived the fury unleashed upon this island by Hurricane Dorian in 2029. Sadly, 2019. Sadly, her husband and 3 children did not. Barry, as she is affectionately known, is a member of the class of 2024 and will receive a certificate in aesthetics. Baronet Thomas is an example of courage, of strength, of tenacity. We salute her and all members of the class of 2024 who have weathered the vicissitudes of life and arrived at this special moment in time. Congratulations. Finally, our board of directors, led by Chairman Elvin Taylor, is working so assiduously hard to further solidify BTVI as a viable institution that churns out qualified, capable individuals who are trained according to industry standards. Today, you will rightfully be conferred with degrees, diplomas, or certificates in various disciplines, adding your names to the list of skilled workers in the country. As you stand at the end of this journey or beginning of another, remember today is not it. This is not all. I encourage you to reskill, retool, level up. Education is a journey, not a destination. Again, congratulations, class of 2024. We expect you to continue mastering skills and crafting excellence. It is my pleasure to invite someone to this lectern who needs no introduction. In fact, BTVI claims her as one of our adopted ministers, I'd have you know. She is behind BTVI every step of the way. And in fact, sometimes she might be in front of us and say, come on, what y'all waiting for? Please help me welcome to bring greetings the Honorable Ginger Moxie.
I stand on the established protocol, but do recognize Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry for Grand Bahama and Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Mr. Kingsley Smith, Senators James Turner and Kirkland Russell, Administrator, His Excellency Sebastian Bastian. I usually say Sebastian. Other senior government officials, Chairman and Board of Directors of BTVI, of course, our President, Dr. Linda Davis, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, family members and friends, and most importantly, the honored graduates. A pleasant good morning. I proudly celebrate this wonderful achievement with you, the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute class of 2024. Today marks a milestone in the lives of 134 graduates whose unwavering commitment to learning has led them to this unforgettable day. Each of you embodies the theme, mastering skills, crafting excellence. Graduates, your journey to this moment has been marked by your dedication, perseverance, and hard work. You have spent countless hours honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of what you thought possible. Today, we honor not only your achievements, but also the passion and determination that motivated you to aim higher, work harder, soar further, and kept your eyes on the prize. And now, here you are in this moment, looking toward the future with excitement and anticipation, equipped with the skills you have mastered, which are the tools that can shape your future. In a world that is constantly evolving, the importance of technical and vocational skills cannot be overstated. Whether you are building, designing, or creating, your expertise has the power to make impactful contributions to the development of our nation as the Bahamas continues to affirm its position as a leader in the region and force within the global community. Our country needs individuals who are not only skilled, but also adaptable and forward-thinking. And the foundation you have built here at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute is just the beginning. I encourage you to continue to seek out growth opportunities, embrace new challenges, be innovative, and remain curious. Grand Bahama is on the move, and our island's progress can be seen in the more than $2 billion in completed and ongoing investments happening on the island, led by the Davis Cooper administration, the decrease in the island's unemployment rate to the lowest it has been in over 16 years. In addition to the continued exponential growth in the tourism sector, which has seen an increase in air and cruise arrivals, with Grand Bahama as the fastest growing destination in the Bahamas in visitor arrivals. As I have said, Grand Bahama is on the move. And in our Blueprint for Change, we have designated our island as not only the home of maritime and logistics and the home of events and entertainment, but also the home of innovation, creating a platform to pilot innovative solutions for our country and the region. For this reason, the Ministry for Grand Bahama is pleased to collaborate with the Tourism Development Center to launch the Innovate 242 Incubator on Grand Bahama Island. The incubator will serve as a creative business center to support entrepreneurs from concept to launch, as well as a center for sustainability, where international organizations focus on research and development on climate change, adaptation, mitigation, resiliency, and sustainable development will find a home. Located at the former Royal Palm Hotel, the Innovate Incubator is expected to be completed by the first quarter of 2025. I am excited about Innovate 242 and the diverse businesses that will flourish from this initiative. Graduates, you have an important role to play in the future of our island. As you leave here today, carry with you the pride of your accomplishments and the knowledge that you are well prepared to navigate the future. You represent mastery and excellence, and I do not doubt you will continue to achieve great things. In closing, I would like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the Board of Directors, President, executive team, faculty, and staff of BTVI who have skillfully guided these graduates on this journey. From day one, Dr. Davis, Veronica Cawley, can't ever forget Ms. Cawley, yes, members of the board and I have shared a relationship focused on action, results, simply making things happen. We have worked collaboratively on a number of projects to advance BTVI, not simply for Grand Bahama, but throughout the Bahamas. So, on behalf of your minister, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, I thank you and the team here on Grand Bahama Island for the awesome work that you do. Your dedication to nurturing talent and fostering an environment of learning and innovation has been instrumental in their success. To the families and friends of the graduates of the class of 2024, pat yourselves on the back. Your encouragement and belief in their potential have been invaluable. Again, congratulations, class of 2024. May your future be bright, your skills ever sharp, and your commitment to excellence unwavering. Thank you.
Good morning. Distinguished platform guests, administrators, faculty, and staff of BTVI, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, BTVI, Grand Bahama, and Family Island students of the class of 2024, good morning. A true entrepreneur in every sense of the word, our commencement speaker started his first electronics company at the age of 19. Since then, he has engineered and oversees a diverse investment portfolio, having launched over 20 business ventures in the electronics, telecommunications, gaming, real estate, media, and construction industries. As the founder of Island Luck, a well-known Bahamian gaming company, our speaker continued to diversify his portfolio by launching the Brickell Management, BMG, a Bahamian conglomerate encompassing real estate development, property management, residential and commercial construction. His latest venture, the WISE Group, aims to disrupt the traditional landscape in the Bahamas and the Caribbean through smart tech, digital ingenuity, and bold ideas. WISE brings to market tech companies that challenge conventional ways of doing business, communication, and everyday life. Self-described as a serial entrepreneur, today's speaker is also a philanthropist. He firmly believes in creating opportunities for others and supporting those with the power of ingenuity, regardless of their education, background, or location. As a result, he has founded the IL Cares Foundation, a charity organization focusing on improving the socio-economic foundation of the Bahamas, and OWN, a think tank dedicated to developing Bahamian entrepreneurs through grants and mentorship. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, His Excellency Sebastian Bastian, Bahamas Ambassador to Central America.
Thank you. Honorable Minister Ginger Moxie, President Linda Davis, Honorable Member Minister Edgecombe, parents, teachers, faculty, and the amazing class of BTVI 2024, good morning. It is truly an honor to stand before you this morning. And to be honest, I've been invited to speak at several graduations this season, and due to schedule conflicts, I've declined them all, regrettably. However, this moment, was non-negotiable for me. And that is because the educational format of schools like BTVI aligns deeply with a conviction that I have of the immense value of skills-based learning. I was born in Pinewood Gardens in Nassau. I come from humble beginnings, just like almost everyone in this room. I grew up in a single-parent home, and my mother made a tremendous amounts of sacrifice to ensure that I went to a private school. One of the best days of my life was when I was accepted to St. Augustine's College. That excitement truly died quickly when I found out I had to repeat grade 7. By grade 9, they was kicking me out of SAC, and the only school that would take me was the Pink Prison, Bahamas Academy. Within 3 months of being at Bahamas Academy, I was suspended for selling bamboo shack on campus. Little did I know that Adventists did not eat conch. My mother thought it was a great idea to keep me close to her, so every day, 3 o'clock on the dot, she would pick me up from school, and I had to wait in the hot car outside of her work. Being the boy that I was back then, I quickly found an excuse to wait in the kitchen under the disguise that I would be doing my homework. One day, a man wandered into the kitchen, one of my mother's co-workers. He was from the IT department, and he took me in the back to show me exactly what he did. It was there where I learned to assemble computers, repair computers, and build them from scratch. I saved up enough money from working at my father's restaurant and bar on weekends to buy my first set of computer parts, built my first computer, which I later sold to one of my teachers. In 1998, a man stood before me just like I'm standing before you today. It was my graduation night, and he was running on for hours. I couldn't tell you what he said yet. But he caught my attention because he said, "And before I leave," I started to pay close attention to him then. He said, "Before I leave, I want you to remember this. Sometimes the elevator to success is going to be broken, and you're just going to have to take the stairs." That man was the former late Prime Minister Sir Lyndon Osterpinland. It wasn't until later in life that I realized what he meant. Through my entire entrepreneurial journey, the elevator of opportunities was often broken. In fact, always broken. And I had to take many stairs to get where I am today. Many of you will face similar realities as you embark on your entrepreneurial journey. I attended a vocational school similar to this one. During that time, I met a guy that taught me how to program satellite cards and install satellites. And that business was such in demand back then. After 42 days of being at that vocational college, I had to push out. So now I was fixing computers, selling satellites, programming cards, and took that money and invested into phone card machine when I became the master distributor for Patelco's prepaid phone cards back then. By the age of 23, I was a millionaire. Now that's the short version, because there were key ingredients along the way that made that all possible. The first one was I had a lot of drive. You see, drive is what kept me up at night long after my body wanted to go to sleep. Some of you will move on to become entrepreneurs, and your drive and your determination and the long hours that you have to put in is what's going to be necessary to make that business grow. No one will care about your customers like you do. No one is going to put in the long hours like you will. So you will have to possess drive. And then there's discipline, the most crucial trait of them all. You could have all the drive in the world, but if you don't have no discipline, success is going to be very, very difficult. Discipline is the brother of sacrifice. In my 20s, there were many times when I wanted to have fun, chase some girls, and hang out with friends. But I had to exercise discipline and gave up many short-term pleasures for long-term goals. When you have discipline, nothing in the world can stop you. And then there's that ingredient, knowledge. No matter what you want to be or what you're destined to be, you're going to have a very hard time becoming that without an education or an in-demand skill. I run over 10 companies with 2,000 employees. And every single day, I am challenged with maintaining our competitive edge while contending with the shortage of local talent with the expertise necessary, especially in the technological fields. To keep my companies relevant and competitive, we don't need a workforce that is just skilled, but we need one that is innovative and also forward-thinking. This means everyone in this room have to have a conviction of being a lifelong learner. If I had stuck with satellites and assembling computers and selling phone cards, I will not be the man that stands before you today. I had to continuously evolve, keep learning, and I'm still learning, even up to this day. Where you're starting today is great, but you have to continuously upskill yourself and make sure that the skills that you possess, whether for a job or to become an entrepreneur, are skills that are in demand. That is very, very important. I also often get asked, I have $10,000 saved. What kind of business should I get into? Whether you have $10,000 saved or $20,000 saved or $50,000, the guiding principle is still the same. You have to find a gap in the market, but you must make sure there's a market for the gap. But where do you find this gap? Well, you won't find bright ideas sitting on your couch or in the shower. You need to put yourself in an environment to discover new things. I spent the entire April of this year in China attending a trade expo, seeking new inspiration, new ideas, new opportunities, learning and networking with industry professionals. You have to attend trade shows in industries that you are interested in or skilled at. Exposure is the key. Now, something that they never teach us in school, and I want to touch on it very, very quickly, and that's about financial literacy and wealth generation. It is very important that everybody understands the difference between good debt and bad debt. We were sold the dream, a farce, about the dream of home ownership. Many of us, upon getting our first job or coming across our first couple of dollars, will run to the bank and we will get a mortgage. By borrowing money for a mortgage, our primary source of income will handicap our ability to go back to the bank for anything else substantial. Sure, they will lend us money for furniture and vacation, but they will never lend you money to buy more real estate to expand your wealth. Why? Because you took your borrowing capacity and you borrowed for a liability. A liability is simply borrowing money for an asset that does not produce an income. A home with its maintenance, property taxes, interest payments is surely considered a liability. Now imagine this. Imagine if you went to the bank and you borrowed money to buy a piece of real estate that generates income. Now, from that piece of real estate, that will service the debt, and your primary source of income, which was the basis on what they gave you the loan for in the first place, is preserved to save for down payment and borrow for income-producing real estate once again. We have to understand, and we have to understand how to master the art of OPM, the use of other people's money. Too many of us take on too much bad debt too soon in life, stifling our ability for financial freedom. Stay away from borrowing money for liabilities. That is very important. If it doesn't produce an income, don't borrow money for it. Now, I am not suggesting that you should not own a house. You can do that later. But after you have amassed a certain amount of income-producing assets, then you're free to jump off the bandwagon and build the house of your dreams. Graduates, whatever skill you have, I want you to master it. When you are good at what you do, people will come looking for you. Jobs will come looking for you. Opportunities will come looking for you. Everyone in this room will play a role on determining what the Bahamas will look like in the future. I stand on the shoulders of the generation before me. They were the ones that fought for our freedoms, our ability to have free speech, access to healthcare, access to education. Their work afforded people like me to establish businesses, create jobs, and drive economic growth for our economy and country. Now, with your skills, your entrepreneurial journey, how will you impact, contribute, and continue to build this country for the generation behind you? There is no version in this Bahamas of us being able to skip a generation. You will be the future leaders of this country, and everything you do will benefit or impact the generation behind you. As you graduate today and step into society, it's not just about you and how you're going to create income for yourself and a life for yourself. It's about what impact, what innovation, what are you going to create, implement, so that the generation behind you can leverage and build upon. And that is what it's all about. Think creatively and take calculated risks. And not everyone might become an entrepreneur, and that's okay. But you can get a good paying job and contribute to one's entrepreneurial journey and be a part of their amazing all-star team. All of this collectively will ensure that the future and the prosperity of the generations to come will be intact. When you all make it, as I'm sure you all will do, because I'm very optimistic about this graduating class of 2024, I want you to remember and think about how you can give back, how you can leave a positive impact on the communities in which you come from. Make no mistake, it will not be easy. You will face many no's, many unreturned phone calls, many missed opportunities. Many people will get the job or contract ahead of you. Disappointments and setbacks will happen, but you cannot quit. The 40-year-old you is depending on the 20-something-year-old on you and the choices you make today. Your future is bright and your aspirations are attainable. I want to congratulate every single person in this room. Once again, you owe yourself an amazing round of applause. I cannot wait to see all of your successful journeys and how they're going to impact this country. We're all rooting for you. We're happy for you. We're here to support you. The future is yours. I want you all to go out there, grab it, and make magic out of it. Thank you very, 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 very much for having me as your speaker today, and congratulations once again.
The Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute recognizes excellence by rewarding students who meet the specific grade point average requirements. To graduate on the President's list, students must achieve a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 4.0 and meet all program credit hour requirements. President's List recipients wear a white cord over the academic regalia. Will the students on the President's List please stand and be recognized? Please remain standing. Thank you. To graduate with honors, students must achieve a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.74 and meet all program credit hour requirements. Honors list recipients are indicated by a gold cord worn over the academic regalia. Will the students graduating with honors please stand and remain standing? Thank you, students. Please be seated. Program awards are given to graduating students with a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0 and highest GPA over 3.0 in the major. Will the following students please stand and remain standing? The Office Assistant Certificate Program Award, donated by FT Consultants Limited, Chartered Accounts, is presented to Natasha Lindsay. The Media Technology Associate Degree Program Award, donated by Alexia Coakley, Head of Department for Electronics and Media Technology Department at BTVI, is presented to Romez Major. The Electrical Installation Certificate Program Award, donated by family of the late DeCosta Williams, is presented to Corey Turner. Additionally, the family has donated a $500 scholarship to future students who may enroll in the electrical installation program. Thank you, students. Please be seated. Graduates with a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.75 and nominated by an instructor are inducted into the National Technical Honors Society and receive purple stoles and a white cord to place over the academic regalia. Will any National Technical Honors Society students present today please stand and remain standing? Thank you, students. Please be seated.
Standing on the established protocol. On behalf of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute Board of Directors, and acting under the power of the board as stipulated in the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute Act 2010, I authorize you, President of BTVI, Dr. Linda A. Davis, to confer the appropriate degrees, diplomas, and certificates upon the candidates as approved by the Trade Division.
Good morning. Will all of the candidates for certificates please stand and remain standing? Dr. Davis, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for certificates.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors, and in recognition of your attainments in completing the program of study prescribed by the Institute, I confer upon each of you the certificate with all the rights, duties, immunities, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will all of the candidates for diplomas please stand and remain standing? Dr. Davis, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for diplomas.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors, and in recognition of your attainments in completing the program of study prescribed by the Institute, I confer upon each of you the diploma with all the rights, duties, immunities, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will all of the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science please stand and remain standing? Dr. Davis, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors, and in recognition of your attainments in completing the program of study prescribed by the Institute, I confer upon each of you the degree of Associate of Applied Science, with all the rights, duties, immunities, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Keon Johnson, Plumbing. Christia Sands, Welding. Michael Turnquest, Carpentry. Delvonte Roberts, Carpentry. From Abaco, Calvin Missick, Carpentry. Ricardo Rogers, Electrical Installation. Neville Wright, Electrical Installation. Ahmad Balad, Electrical Installation. Lothario Bain, Electrical Installation. Lillian Saunders, Electrical Installation. Nitria Johnson, Construction Technology, Associate of Applied Science degree. Thank you, students. Please be seated. Will all of the graduates from Information and Communications Technology please stand and come forward? Kiana Roll, Information Technology, Entry Level. Marini Clark, Information Technology, Entry Level. Tarika Missick, Media Technology. Marvin Starr from Abaco, IT Entry Level. Roshane Roll, IT Entry Level. Elrico Clark, Information Technology, Entry Level. Javon Ferguson, IT Entry Level. Thank you, students. Please be seated. I'd like to now invite the HOD for Electronics and Media Trades to please come and present her graduates. Ms. Alexia Coakley.
Will all those graduating in media technology please stand in the associate's program? Rubens Major.
Romez Major. Toquel Major, Information Technology Management. Thank you. Will all of the graduates from beauty trades please rise and come forward? Robin Beckles, a diploma in cosmetology. Kendrika Bow, massage therapy. Christonique McIntosh, massage therapy. Stephen Adams, massage therapy. Petra Williams, massage therapy. Seth Thompson, massage therapy. Clementino Evans, massage therapy. Renasha Williams, nail technology. Marisol Jones, and Renee Moxie, barbering and nail technology. Shaquan Bastian, nail technology. Ariana Oliver, nail technology. Abigail McDonald, nail technology. Danae Feaster, nail technology. Piashni Ferguson, nail technology. Zaire Clark, nail technology. Angela Flowers, nail technology. Margaret Hill, Nail Technology. Altice Kemp, Nail Technology. Nalia Ellis, Nail Technology. Kayla Black, Nail Technology. Dwanelle Rose, Nail Technology. Alexis Coburn, Nail Technology. Veronique Outen, Nail Technology. Brittany Saunders, Nail Technology. Sabri Cooper, Nail Technology. Natalia Nika Kemp, Nail Technology. Kaylin Forbes, barbering. Markeisha Gibson, barbering. Felicia Knowles, aesthetics. Azaria Robertson, aesthetics. Vanessa Jones, aesthetics. Kenria Forbes, aesthetics. Sasha Lee Green, aesthetics. Monique Menace, aesthetics. Larry Mott, aesthetics. Zaria Watson, aesthetics. Karika Feaster, aesthetics. Baronet Thomas, aesthetics. Kanika Collins, aesthetics. Angel Cooper, aesthetics. Jessica Kemp, aesthetics. Angel Kemp, aesthetics. Will all of the students from the business trades please rise? Please come forward. Anik Murphy Darvel, Office Assistant. Darnisha Cooper, Office Assistant. Janelle King, Office Assistant. Modalita Knowles, Human Resources Management Certificate. Tyronia Albury, Human Resources Management Certificate. Mernicia Miller Hall, Human Resources Management Certificate. Shanique Delancey, Human Resources Management Certificate. Shaniqua Bartlett, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. Delson Roker, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. Gavinique Roll, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. Clementina Burrows Nixon, Human Resources Management, Associate of Applied Science degree. Shandy Campbell, Human Resources Management, Associate of Applied Science degree. Teasel Smith Bevins, Human Resources Management, Associate of Applied Science degree. Peter Gay Harris, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. Rachel McIntosh Johnson, Human Resources Management, Associate of Applied Science degree. Lynette Smith, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. All the way from Abaco, Deandra Roll, Office Assistant Certificate. Clarice Lewis, Office Administration, Associate of Applied Science degree. Will all of the graduates please rise?
That you've all been waiting for. You may now turn your tassels to the left.
right. One last chair. Get it out your system. One last chair. Class of 2024. All right. Today, I know it's your day, but without our staff and faculty, it wouldn't be possible at all, so we have to recognize them as well. So today we pause to recognize all members of the faculty, full-time and adjuncts, as well as members of the staff, but single out the following from Grand Bahama, whom we recognize today. These awards are presented to members of faculty and staff identified by students and staff, and students respectively. This year's, before I call the name, I need my AVP to join me center stage. Let's give her a round of applause. Miss Carly. This year's Grand Bahama Full-Time Instructor of the Year Award goes to, drum roll. Who did y'all vote for? Who did y'all vote for? Mr. Burns was last year. Moses Wilson. Now, I don't think Mr. Wilson is here, so if Ms. Cartwright is here, who is the assistant of HOD Rocco, who is traveling for his cycling duties, I would ask her to please join us. She's walking down. She works with the construction trades. Let's give her a round of applause. Ms. Cartwright. And Mr. Wilson is our welding specialist. You know, every good welder here, most of them go through Mr. Wilson. And so we are very proud that he got that today. And of course, that doesn't single out any of our good instructors, because you all are great. All right, while Ms. Cartwright walks on stage, let's give her a round of applause. So that is our construction trades full-time instructor, Mr. Moses Wilson. Thank you, Ms. Cartwright. So we need another drum roll. This year's Grand Bahama Staff Award goes to, y'all shout it out, who y'all think? No, it's not me. You don't have to shout my name. All right, none other than, she fanning in the back, Nadine Guillory. They all know Miss Guillory as the mouthpiece. She always calling all the graduates. She call them all day, every day. They message and call her. I witness her in action. So y'all give her one final round of applause. And she's in my area, Miss Carly. Thank you, Miss Carly. AVP Carly, thank you. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Davis to present the Most Outstanding Overall Graduate Award. This will be followed by Ms. Anitria Johnson, Associate of Applied Science, Construction Technology, who will present reflections on behalf of the Grand Bahama and Family Island students of the class of 2024. Dr. Davis is waiting on me. This year's Most Outstanding Overall Graduate Award goes to, drum roll, who y'all think? Who y'all think? That's right, call your own name. Anitria Johnson. And for those of you that don't know, she is actually a construction trades major. And so yes, we have females in construction, and so males, look out for your jobs. All right, she didn't know, so let's give her a second to join us at the podium to give the class reflections.
This one I did for my girls. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Standing on the protocol already established, good morning. My journey at BTVI started in the fall semester of 2019. Reluctantly, I walked through these doors, a student studying for an associate's degree in construction technology. A degree I was told would take 2 to 3 years. Let's do the math, shall we? 2 plus 6 minus 4 divided by 3 times 10. Okay. You see, I had been out of school for quite a number of years. In fact, more than 20 years. And I wasn't too sure about going back to school. I also recently started a new career and wanted to better equip myself. Hence, my reason for attending BTVI. As I sat in the foyer before my class began, I observed fellow students as they meet and greeted each other. They excitedly talked about their summer vacation and remaining classes they had left, inquired about the classes others were taking, while asking if anyone had the instructor before, trying to find out about the class and the instructor. Because I was new, I didn't know anyone. Fear and doubt started creeping in. So I started questioning myself. Girl, are you sure you want to do this? You promised we wouldn't go back to school. Child, let's go home. No one will ever know. I can proudly say, I, Anitria Johnson, Blossom's last child, is standing here today because I chose the option of mastering skills, crafting excellence. My time at BTVI was nothing like I envisioned. My plan was to do as many courses as I could a semester, as to try and finish in the shortest time possible. Pass all the courses because I was taking them once and once only. But most importantly, maintain a GPA well over 3.0 to ensure I kept my scholarship. I had my plans, and well, Dorian had his. Dorian visited Grand Bahama during my first semester, and he damaged the campus. After some time, classes resumed at BTVI and an alternate campus. I was fortunate that both my classes for the same day was on the same campus. For some, it was driving between campuses for classes. Semester 2, here comes the pandemic. Classes had to be moved online. Oh, virtual learning. Dropped signals, can't hear properly, bumped out of class, screen freezing, can't access the link, incorrect password. Turn on your cameras, and please turn off your mic. Topped with the new experience of meeting instructors and classmates throughout the Bahamas. Assignments were done on the VLE or sent via email. You remember that also famous question, did you get my assignment? Sometimes knowing it wasn't sent yet, but just buying enough time to complete and send it in. Oh, let's not forget the dreaded group projects. Yes, those group projects. We all know the classmates everyone prayed they were in the group with. Also the ones everyone prayed was not in their group. You know, the ones who waited last minute to send in their part, then left everyone else to put the project together and beat the deadline. I will never forget humanities. One of the first courses I took at BTVI. I had no idea what humanities was or about. While sitting in the class, clueless and lost in my thoughts as to what humanities has to do with construction, in walks Mrs. Margaret Tatum Gilbert. And as she is going through her introductions, she asks, has everyone completed college English? My reply, no. Surprised, she says, that is a prerequisite for this class. To which I responded, I didn't know. She then says, well, if you think you can manage, then remain. Caught like a deer in the headlights, I had to make a decision. Should I go or stay? I choose to keep the course. And with the support of Mrs. Tatum Gilbert, I worked and hard worked. I passed the course with an A. Now when asked, I can reply, humanities is the study of human culture, societal behavior, and beliefs. I will also remember roof framing 1 and interior-exterior with Mr. Gordon Scott and his operational sheets. Look ya, watch the video and prepare an operational sheet with pictures indicating step-by-step how-to. Videos that were at least 16 to well over 30 minutes long, but felt more like 16 to 30 hours long when doing them operational sheets. I wonder if he realizes how long those sheets took to prepare. Mr. Jameer McIntosh, who made elementary statistics a subject I dreaded after hearing all the horror stories, so easy and understandable. Mr. Keith Gibson, HVAC 1, and Mr. Devon Wilson, blueprint reading and leveling instrument, made both theory and practical classes fun and engaging. The BTVI Northern Campus, the staff at BTVI Northern Campus is an awesome one. Everyone is always willing to assist, especially the ladies in admissions, Miss Guillory and Mistress Johnson, who seem to know all the students by name. They, along with Miss Cartwright in the Construction Mechanical Trades Department, went above and beyond in assisting me in getting registered for courses, especially coming down to the end of my degree audit. I know they will miss me pasteurizing them. Don't worry, I'll come visit you ladies once in a while, just for old time's sake. Although my journey for the construction technology degree took longer than anticipated, it was paved with many late nights, missed holidays and parties, no lunch breaks, nor free time at work, and forged in friendships and camaraderie both near and far. James, a fellow construction technology student in Nassau, and I, after taking several classes together, decided we'd graduate at the same time, and we are. At Soft James, we did it. Devon Wilson took his leveling instrument class to his church's celebration to bring in Lent. We appreciated that, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Keith Gibson, HVAC 1, arranged for practical classes at his home because the campus wasn't available, which was followed by a grill and chill, where we relaxed and socialized. Thank you, Mr. Gibson. It seems I always managed to be the classmate others called for help when needed. and I always assisted as best as I could. I wonder if they realized I sometimes needed help too. We, the graduates, would like to thank our instructors who have pushed and pulled the best out of us. Thank you to our family and friends who have supported, encouraged, and celebrated with us today. Hard work, persistence, and perseverance are what got us through. I can truly say that it has all been worth it for me to walk across this stage and receive my degree. In closing, allow me to paraphrase an unknown author. Behind us, all our memories. Before us, all our dreams. Around us, all who love us. Within us, all we need. Congratulations, BTVI, class of 2024.
Members of the graduating class of 2024, it is with great pleasure that I induct each of you into the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute Alumni Association. On behalf of the graduates of this great institution, and on behalf of the Alumni Executive Associate Board, I wish you the very best. Graduating class of 2024, please stand. As the president of the Grand Bahama Alumni Association, I am pleased to induct you into the membership of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute Alumni Association with all the rights and privileges thereof. You now may join those who have gone before you and those you can now call Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute alma mater.
Ms. Deandra Roll will now come to deliver the benediction, bringing the ceremony to a close. Please remain standing after the benediction and allow members of our distinguished platform, faculty, and graduates to exit. Everyone, please stand.
Hello. Dear Heavenly Father, as we conclude this ceremony, we give thanks for the journey that has brought us here today. Bless us as we step into the world, granting us wisdom, courage, and compassion in all of our endeavors. May we be guided by your light and strengthened by your love. Watch over us as we depart, and keep us ever mindful of your presence in our lives. Amen.
work. We thank you so much for joining us once again. I'm Hadassah Delabo, Public Relations Officer at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, and we wish the class of 2024 all the best.